gentlemen, and kings, queens, gods, goddesses, and whatever other you call yourselves, because you know you are everything and everything is you. Okay, but save that for another day. All right. So, I wanted to come into basically one finish up a reading that I just did over on my YouTube page. I began it was a quick reading basically, and so I only pulled a few cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a few more and see what comes out. Okay. Hope you guys don't mind if I play a little something. Now I usually don't um do readings this late, but for the past couple of nights I've been up, so ew, cards are like oh well, something came out. Here we go. Um something's telling me. Hmm. Okay, and I usually don't do them this late, but that's funny. I'm sorry. It's just the way these cards are coming out. It's just beautiful to me. I'm sorry. Okay. So another action card. I've been up for the past few nights, like getting a lot of transmissions, getting a lot of things in. I was up last night till like 5, and I don't know. And then I got back up after like 4.5 hours of sleep, and I was just up. And yeah, so it's been 5. Did I not just see? Sometimes I wonder if I do that, and it's like I'm just, you know, is it doing that because I'm saying it, or it's actually part of the reading? But hey, it usually works out. So, but anyway, so yes. This is why I love the moon. If you were wondering, by Phony People. All right, so down a little bit. All right, and so we're gonna start off. So I didn't really go over this the last time because I was reading a little bit differently. So now I have a different layout on how I read. Take a little peek, you know. I wasn't doing this last time, and within that little new layout, I discovered there are more options to the reading. So there's an overall, you know, within the energies for the collective. Then there is a feminine energy and a masculine energy. Okay. And this can be feminine internal, masculine internal, or external. Okay. So this can be the feminine, masculine inside of you, or your divine feminine, you know, or feminine female, or you take on the female energy if you are in a same-sex couple, and that's you. And if you are a male, or you take on the masculine energy, then that other side would be you. And like I said, internal and external. And then we have the union energies. So that's union within the sorry. Sorry. feminine and masculine inside of yourself, as well as the um the energies, the union energies of you if you are in a union with someone else. Okay. All right. And then we have actions. That's actions. Okay. Shalala. So let's get going. Let's get started. So first of all, we have some energies of new beginnings. New beginnings. Like I was saying in the reading previous to this, there are some new beginnings. You might be getting a new house, maybe a new car, maybe a new job, maybe starting a new project. Maybe if you have a new game or something, event that you've been participating in, today's big day, or not today, but Sunday, either Sunday through Wednesday's big day. You're nervous, you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do. Looking up for you. Looking up for you. Things are looking up. Okay, seeing some new beginnings within that. And then with those new beginnings, there are also some endings. You know, there was some disappointments. That's what it is. Some disappointments within getting this independence that you have been looking for. You know, even though there are new beginnings coming, there are going to be a little bit of disappointments coming in as well within the Pentacles, and within you increasing your wealth, or becoming self-reliant, or becoming independent in the way that you thought that it was going to be. So not saying that things are not going to happen, because clearly you have some new beginnings coming, but the way you thought that it was going to happen, it's not going to happen in the way you thought, basically. So your idea of how you thought it was going to happen, you a little off. Okay? You a little off. But it's still going to happen. Okay? Still going to happen. So this can also mean letting go of the ideals. Letting go of the ideals, so these new, so that you can receive that income and that increase in wealth, because it might not come in the way that you thought it was going to come in. You know, it might come in completely differently. Yeah, it might come in a whole different way. Okay. And shouldn't have did this. It was my song. But yeah, so let go of those ideals. Okay. And also, this is Navajo. I'm going to mispronounce this guy's name. It's so sad. He sings with goodness. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's late at night. So me and names. Masego. His name's Masego. His name's Masego. I'll get the other people I'm thinking of. But they sing Skyline. And I was gonna probably play that anyway. FJK, FJK, KJ, FJK, JK. Yeah. But anyway, we have Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs. Now, this Jack of Clubs is basically talking about some new person, or some hot-headed person, or some person who's a risk taker in your life, or maybe you've taken a risk on. They're gonna come in, and basically they're going to bring in some type of immature energy to what it is you are trying to do. So just know that this individual is coming in. Okay. They look like they have bags under their eyes, so they've probably been up all night trying to figure out what they're going to do. What they're going to do, because they know they haven't been reliable, or they're trying to figure you out. They're trying to get into your space, And this also may be what you need to let go of too. This ideal of maybe this person, whoever this is, coming into your life, or this person helping you with your creative aspects. You know, this person isn't reliable. You're gonna find out that somebody isn't reliable that you've been trying to bring on. So, and maybe even within this new job, it might be even within this new job. So I feel like I'm speaking to somebody. It may be somebody who started a new job, new business or something, and they just hired somebody new or something like that, and they thought that this new person was going to be amazing, you know, and help you do things, but it turns out this person is unreliable, and so you're not going to be able to increase in the way that you thought you were going to be. Okay, so um that was for one person in particular though. Maybe a couple, but yeah. um all right, and like I said, this is general collective, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. um I am channeling a lot of different things. I can see a lot of different, you know, things that could be in here. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that. And sorry, um 10 of hearts upside down. So 10 of hearts upside down basically is talking about um contentment, joy, fulfillment within, you know, self. First of all, always starts with self, and maybe even someone else. Okay, but that contentment, joy, fulfillment that you be looking for, not, you haven't achieved it yet, or you may not achieve it within Sunday through Wednesday. Now you may achieve it, but this is something basically that you're working towards, something that hasn't been achieved yet. So but it's coming. You working towards it, just know it's coming, you know that. And then we have I'm sorry, it's my song. And we have a 10 of diamond, general wealth. So basically you coming upon, oh, this might be a continuation of that other story. This might be a continue, because this is someone, first of all, before I say that, this is you coming upon wealth, you know, you're getting your pinnacles, your ducks in a row, everything's straightening out financially for you, pentacle wise. You know, you're increasing in all of your monetary values. You know, you, something came up, you know, you just got a blessing real quick, and that, or or remember the story I was saying earlier, somebody might have started a new business, new project, something. They brought this person on thinking that they were going to help them increase in wealth and things like that, help them get where they were trying to go, and become independent and self-reliant. But in turn, this person actually was very, very unreliable. So maybe you let that person go. Maybe you decide to leave that person alone, or let that person go, let that person be. And in doing that, you are going to get to that place of being um independent and get that wealth that you have been looking for. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. All right. And for the rest of the people that part wasn't for, um 6 of clubs. 6 is basically like a balance type of thing. And 6 also is talking about victories and achievements. And since this is a club, it's about actions and creativity. So achievements within your creative rights. So if you've been using your creativity to try to bring in some things for yourself, then that's going to assist you. And then that might be with this tennis here too. You're going to achieve this status that you want, this 10 of Pentacles, this increase in wealth, be able to be independent by using your creativity. What you put out comes back. What you put out comes back. All right. Then we have this 8 of Hearts upside down. 8 talks about detachment. Talks about detachment, leaving a loved one behind, making a hard choice, things of that nature. And so some of you may be thinking about leaving someone, stop ending a relationship, something of that nature. Others of you may be thinking about you have 2 different choices on what you're trying to do. What's the best choice for you and your family and things like that. So the decision, you want to make the right decision, but it's just hard for you right now. So that might be going on. And or you might be needing to detach. And what I mean by detachment, okay, when we have attachments to anything in duality, and 3D is considered duality. We live in a physical world. Well, in 3D there is duality. I don't want to go too deep into that right now, but I definitely will, but it gets long. But yes, in 3D we live in duality, and so in duality it's not good to have attachments to anything, because when you have attachments to those things, if things change, things shift, and the attachment that you had to that thing is so strong, it'll tear you apart, because you were depending on this thing to be there forever, this thing, this person, whatever it is. So that's why we can't have attachments to people, to things, none of these things, because everything weathers away after a time. Everything has a time, place, and space, and after that space is no longer there, after that place has changed, after that time has elapsed, things change. And those things that we held on to change form. I don't even want to say wither away, because nothing actually leaves, it just changes form. Because everything's made of energy, and energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred, transcended, or transformed. So it changed form, transform. Got it? All right. Anyway, so like I said, so detachment from a love, which means not saying that you are letting this person go. No, you love this person. But in order for you to be able to love them the way you need to truly love them, you have to detach, which means you have to kind of let that possession thing go, like they're yours. This is my woman. This is my man. We gotta let that go. Gotta let that go. Gotta create that detachment emotionally for you. Okay. And once you do that for you, you'll be able to karmically bring in what you want. Right? Right? Okay. All right. Right. So break it down. Feminine, divine feminine, or feminine energy. Like I said, the it can be feminine inside you, because everyone has the feminine, masculine. So feminine inside everyone, or if you are feminine in relationships. So first we have the 9, and then we have the 10. So feminine's focusing on her pentacles. She's focusing on how she is about to get this money, okay? That's what she's focusing on. Or the feminine in us all. Focusing on it. And so first it was this 9. And like I said, this 9 is upside down. And so that talks about um being independent, being self-reliant, increasing in wealth. Um, but you haven't been able to do so just yet. You know, you are almost there. You're almost there, but you got to let go of that idea once again, like I said earlier, of how it's supposed to happen for you, because you never know. The idea that you have might be too small, and that's why it's not coming, because you got to think bigger. You got to think brighter. Okay? You have to think further. Okay? Dream big enough for it to scare you. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You dream that big and then detach still with detachment, because we still all with detachment. But that's when you can manifest it into this reality. Get your pentacles. Get that increase in wealth. Get that money, girl. Get that money. Get that money. All right? All right. But, masculine, he's focusing on emotions. He's trying to get his emotions together, or the masculine inside of us. We're trying to get in touch with these emotions. Now, the thing is, a lot of us definitely have that, because one, if you think about masculines, males, taught to not express emotions. Now, for those of us who truly embody both, we all do, but sometimes females, I know a lot of females who act like guys, to just basically say that. I don't even want to say that. Who stifle their emotions because, in a sense, they were taught that their emotions were not important, so they stopped having them, in a sense. Okay? Or stopped tuning into them, and will become more masculine, in a sense, because they're afraid of their emotions, and because they've been taught. You've been taught, so not, it may be you. Maybe I'm speaking to someone, but yeah. And so this is the, I'm sorry. Um this is the the satisfaction, the completion, the family, things like that. There he's focusing, that masculine is focusing on that love factor, making sure that it's complete. It's not complete yet, but that is the focus. That is the focus. And what needs to happen is detachment. Detachment from the idea of how you think this is going to be. Once again. So we're kind of crisscrossing, because we both have both, so they kind of crisscross ideas in a sense. Just like you and your mate, when you're next to each other, sometimes do you kind of say the same word? When you're really, really in tune with your mate, you'll say the same thing at the same time, so because you're crossing, the wires are crossing, in a sense, But it's deeper meaning behind that, and I'll definitely get into that. But for sure, wires are crossing, so you're kind of tuning into their antenna. Yeah. But gotta detach and have to uh make that choice. Make that choice for the love that you want. You have to figure out what you want, though. Okay. Okay. All right, so hold on. And we have the what do you got? What did I say? I'm sorry. It's getting late now. Probably won't be doing this that late if I'm excuse me. Okay, so union energy. We have the eight, the jack, and the six. Looking good, though. It's looking good. I'm gonna tell you, because this ace, like I was saying earlier, it's the beginnings, new. So that could be the union energy. Maybe you guys are about to move into a new home. You know, you and your mate, you're about to move into a new home. Maybe you guys are about to start a new project together. You start a new business together. Um, and just watch out for the um for watch out for those fire energies. Watch out for that fiery energy. Okay, basically that's what that's about. Watch out for that fire. Because sometimes you may bump heads, but remember, you guys are a team. You guys are a team, okay? And when you remember that balance, then you'll be victorious. Okay, so just watch out for too much fire, and that's from both of you. Okay, so fire is that, that fiery energy, hot-headed energy. Okay, basically. So watch out for that. And once you just remember that balance, you guys are gonna be so victorious. And you yourself, if this is just about you within the masculine feminine within you, just watch out for. You'll be kind to yourself, basically, and be kind to others, and keep the balance, and you'll be good. Okay. All right. And so get into some actions. I'm sorry. Y'all probably not even paying attention. I'm not this phone. I'm recording on my other phone. That's for another day. And my phone wasn't working. My other phone that I have a lot of songs and music on, it's not working. So I had to kind of record some songs on this other phone, and I didn't record a lot of them. But I can. I will. Like I said, it's been a interesting past couple of days. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. It was weird. And then last night I was up till wait. It was weird. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. Then yesterday I slept all day and then just ate. Like ate and slept. It was weird. And then I didn't go I woke up and I think I woke up at like 6. Didn't go back to sleep till like 5 in the morning. Then I woke back up 4 hours later. So it's just been weird. Real weird, but hey, going with it. It's a good thing. I do what I do because if I worked a regular 9 to 5. Alright. Probably been fired by now. That's not you didn't hear me say that name. Okay. Okay. Trying not to use the government on him. Anyway. Um Excuse me. I'm sorry. I am so tired. After this, I am going to sleepy bye. Give me some more tea, and I'm going to sleep. Okay. So, mm, I'm sorry. I am being greedy right now, and I'm so greedy, y'all. I know. I probably don't look it, but I am. Whatever. But anyway, uh, actions. So most of these actions have to do with communication, and most of them are upside down. So that's meaning that some communication that needs to be taken, someone's pussyfooting. Someone's pussyfooting on the communication line. I need someone to pick up the phone and be this excellent communicator, this introspective communicator that this king is. Action, because that's what that is also about too. That masculine energy is that action, because the feminine energy is the creation, creative stuff. Okay, that's what the thought is. The thought is the creation, is the feminine energy. The action is the physical, is the masculine energy. Okay, so gotta make that action. So even if it's a female who need, you supposed to be talking to somebody, make some phone calls, make what you trying to make happen, make this balance and this victory happen. And you know you're supposed to be doing something, make that phone call, girl. Or if it's a guy who's supposed to be doing something, do what you need to do. Make that phone call, okay? And fight for what you know is right for you. Fight for what you know is right for you. Don't just sit back and try to be political about how you're handling this. Try to be immature about how you're gonna handle this. Don't be immature about how you're gonna handle this. Don't. But fight for a cause though. If this is something that you know you're supposed to be doing, or this interest is love thing, because remember the masculine talking about love. If this is what you want, fight for what you're supposed to be fighting for. Do what you have to do. Okay? No one's gonna sit here and hold your hand the whole way. You gotta kind of get yourself half the way. It was a saying that somebody actually told me. She and it made so much sense. She was like, I'm more amped to help somebody who I see out in their yard. They got this big old boulder that they trying to push, and they struggling trying to push it. I'm more apt to help somebody who's struggling, who actually trying to move, than somebody who come down the street talking about some, hey, can you help me move this? You know why? Because you're trying to help yourself. And when you try to help yourself, you get more energy from things outside of you that will come in and help you. Like the universe, like your divine guidance, like your ancestors, like your guides, like whatever it is you think comes to help you. Okay, you'll get more help. You just got to start making action. Fight for this connection. Fight for this connection. Okay, fight for that love, that companionship, that sharing and caring that you've been wanting. Fight for it. That is what you have to do. Even if this is for yourself, okay? So even if you are not with them, fight for you. Fight for that connection between your masculine and feminine. Because like I said, the feminine's talking about money right now. Masculine's talking about love. Okay? So the feminine and masculine, you gotta come to some type of understanding so that you can bring these things into the physical. Yeah. Because the masculine trying to show the love, I love you now, I love that side of you. I love that feminine side of you. Male or female, okay? And feminine, we just talking about the emotions, okay? So there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Or also that male can be trying to get the emotions together too. Okay. But still, we have to actually emit the emotions, admit that they're there, so they can be addressed if they need to be done, but you can't do that if you're just putting it in a little box and pushing the box in the corner. Now you got all these boxes and stuff. You gotta unpack it. Someday. And then you're gonna run out of space. Or you're gonna be a hoarder. So neither one's good. So you gotta do something. But anyway. So yeah. And we have five of spades. And once again, the spades is communication. And this five, it talks about um some type of discord or discord within communication. So maybe it might be someone who is coming in that's creating a disturbance within how you communicate with yourself or with a love, So someone's creating some type of issue as to why you haven't been able to communicate the way you want, why you haven't been able to get to this point. But but you must realize that everything has been created for us to learn from. Everything has been created to learn from. And so if there has been someone who's been unreliable, that we sometimes have to take a look at ourselves too, as to what may have attracted that to us, because there's always a lesson in the stress. And I made a post about that on my Facebook page earlier. So every time we go through some type of situation, negative situation, it's teaching us a lesson. When we have people around us who are treating us as if we don't matter, it's teaching the things that we have. And so there's always a lesson in the stressing. Okay, whatever you're stressing about, there's actually something you're supposed to be learning from that. Okay, so that's basically what that is. And so that was the reading for Sunday through Wednesday. Usually I go into the different astrological things, but I'm going to actually be doing that on another video because I have a few other things to talk about. Like what I said I was gonna be talking about. Sorry, I'm not asking anyone. I'm just I'm sorry. Don't. You know what? Just check me out, because I can't even recall, and I know I said it to myself earlier today, and it's been a day, so I'm gonna go hit the hay. That rhyme. All right. Gonna sing on the mic. Yeah. I can't freestyle. No, so I'm not even gonna act like I can. Okay. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day, and yeah. Hope this hit home with someone. If so, check me out on my website, or you can hit me up at lady.i.networks@gmail.com so we can set up a reading for you. They're only $30. So it's pretty decent, $30, 30 minutes, pretty decent. So I send you so much peace, love, and balance throughout the rest of your week. And I will be coming back with some other videos later this week. Probably not tomorrow. That's why I kind of did this today, because I didn't want to come on tomorrow. But tomorrow's Sunday. Sunday is my day. I was born on a Sunday, and I'm a Leo. Well, sun rising Leo, even though I participate in all the different sign things. I have most of the signs in my chart. It's crazy. But sun sign Leo. So Sunday is my day. I take that, and I like to lounge around like the cots, the big fat cots. So I'm not a big fat cat, but I like to pretend to be one. And since it's close to Halloween, hey, why not? Why not pretend to be a big fat cat? Don't take that the wrong way, please. I hope people, yeah. But anyway, I love you all. I wish you so much peace, love, and balance once again. And I will see you soon. Lady I, over and out.